Hello everybody, I am hopping on just so I can show you this week's challenge. So welcome. Every week I hop on and do a layout with you. That way you can see kind of how it's done. So I'm just pulling this up, make sure you can see me. Perfect. All right, so we are walking through the challenge I put out on my Ashley Scrappy VIP group every single week. This happens to be this week's, this fun patriotic one. It was a recent post on the CM blog on 4th of July actually, and I am using the amazing, I love this collection, let me pull it out here, the amazing Poolside Paradise Collection. This is a new one. I am in love. I'm gonna have to order more paper because I've used a lot already, and I'm putting together this fun page with my daughter and her cousin in the pool having fun, so it works out really nice. There's really cool papers in there, and then I have some coordinating cardstacks here to kind of make my punches with and add some layers with. What's cool is on the CM paper they put the coordinating cardstacks on here so you know what you need. And I recently, if you've seen in my posts lately, I started putting together packs to sell you guys from myself if they're not on the website, of all the coordinating cardstacks for every collection. So I like to take the cardstack that goes with it and pull 2 pages of each when I get my paper, and I just slide it right in here with my paper. That way when I am going to a crop or something, I know what's in there and I have it. But what I have started doing is selling packs of the coordinating cardstacks, 2 of each sheet for $10 because each sheet is $1. You can get regular cardstock for $10, you know, for a pack of 10 of one color from the CM site. So this is just another way to help break it up for you and make it easier for you. So if you're interested in that, reach out to me and I can send you some coordinating cardstock for whatever collection. So most of the recent ones I have cardstock for. Now if there's a cardstock that is no longer or whatever, I can't do that one. And if it's a shimmer, if there's a shimmer involved, once in a great while there's a shimmer, not in this one, but deeper in the woods there was the parakeet shimmer. It goes up like 60 cents because those are a little more. So just so you know, that's an option for you. But I am going to be using these cute papers to do my layout. There's also these really cute stickers, you guys. I'm so excited. I love this collection. There's some cute embellishments. I'm just going to use the word cute an awful lot today, so get used to it. Really cool mats with titles that I'm probably going to use, and then these really fun embellishments. So I'm excited about this, and I'm excited to show you guys what I'm going to do. So I'm also going to be playing with the bubble scallop border punch today. So here's our instructions. You can print these off of my blog at scrappyandiknowit.com. And I just go through step by step. So I got these right from the Creative Memories blog and just rewrote them into one handy little sheet, and you can download them off my blog. So starting out with step 1, use this stripes designer paper as a base of this page, and theirs is obviously this patriotic stripes. I'm actually going to use, I'm so back and forth, y'all. I think I'm going to use this one as my base, and then I'm going to put a piece of white on top. Oh, it's so difficult to know because I really like this pattern. I don't want to cover it. However, I'm going to gut this, so it's going to be okay. I'm going to have this paper for later too, and I'm probably, like I said, I'm going to have to order more of this paper. It's terrible. I'm just so obsessed with it. So I'm going to use this. The next step says, or I'm sorry, the step 3 says that this top piece is an 11 by 11. So I am actually going to gut this so that I have a good inch margin. So I'm going to show you guys how to gut in a second here. So you're going to get your trimmer, and since I know I need at least an inch margin, I'm going to take this piece of paper and line it up on the 1 inch line. Okay, I've done this before in other videos. It's just a good reminder on how to do it. And then you're going to take your blade here, and there is a white line on the side. You can't see it, but there's a white line, and you can see where it lines up on the 1 inch line this way. You're going to push down, go down to 11 inches. Okay, so the point is you're going to have a 1 inch frame all the way around. You're going to turn it and do it again. So 1 inch and 1 inch again. You can make it wider if you're more comfortable. You can do a 2-inch frame for, you know, whatever. You just want to make sure it's going to be covered by the top sheet that's going on top of it, okay? And I just want to preserve this really cool paper. The other side's really cute too. This whole pack is just adorable. So cute. I'm just going to see how many times I can say cute. Hopefully cute's not a spark word for you. All right. And then one more. And it gets easier because then you can see where the lines are actually cut, and you can just based on that. All right, and it looks like I went through mostly. I'm going to need my micro tip scissors to finish some of the job here. And one more on this side. Very subtle little line there. Oops, there we go. All right, easy as that. So that takes a little bit of practice, but once you get it down, you can fly through it just like I did. And this is what we're going to use. I'm going to set this aside for later because look how cute that is. I just love it. Okay. And then step 2, we're going to cut a piece of fireworks designer paper. I'm not doing fireworks, but they're talking about their fireworks paper to measure 12 by 4 and adhere to the base. So I think for this one, I really like these. I have a couple different options here. I think I'm gonna use, so back and forth, y'all. This paper is just so fun. I think I'm gonna use this fun inner tube paper. That's really cool too. And the cool thing is, I'm gonna show you a little cheat on this one too. So you need 4 inches, right, by 12. I am not gonna do a full 12 because look again, we're covering up most of that. And so we know a 1/2 inch is gonna be on each side. So what I'm gonna do is go to my 4-inch line. And let's see, because that's before wide. And I'm just gonna cut 2 inches up, right? Yes. I'm gonna turn it. And then I'm gonna measure at the 2. I'm showing you all kinds of cheats today. It's so fun. And do 2. So I just have this little strip right here, and look at all this paper I saved. It's perfect. And then I'm going to cut this at the 1-inch line. So I'm cutting it in half essentially. I'm going to have plenty to show off here. And nobody's going to know. It's going to be great. All right. And so rather than take a whole strip, which is what they're asking you to do, I am just going to stick this on here like that, because that's getting covered anyway. So I'm going to take my tape runner here. Oops. And the one thing you want to make sure is that they're even, because you want the illusion that it's a strip, of course. So this looks like it's about 1/2 inch from that square starting there. So I'm putting that on here, and the 13 by 13 mat is amazing for this. Make sure you get one. It's so hard to see the line because of that white. It matches the line exactly on the 13 by 13 mat. So I'm going to move it away just a smidge so I can see better. I'm sorry if you're seeing the top of my head. Like that. Okay. And then I'm also going to do this side. And again, we're going to go another like 1/2 inch from the inner cut there. Oops, sorry, 1/4 inch. That was my bad. 1/4 inch. I was like, wait a minute, that's not 1/2 inch. That's about right. Okay. You just want to scoot it so you're right up against the edge of your paper there. All right, and there you go. You made your strip, so to speak. All right, and then step 3, cut a piece of bright white cardstock to 11 by 11, and I am going to use white for a chart. Grab that. And this one, I don't have a sheet for you. You're just going to cut it 11 by 11. I'm going to cut 1 inch off. So rather than cutting, you know, 1/2 by 1/2, just do 1 inch here and 1 inch here. And hopefully, I mean, in my head, this all worked out. So I'm hoping it'll work out. Okay. And so now we're going to layer it on, and look at that. It's like you have a strip under there, even though it's just 2 little pieces of paper. And I love my mini tape runner. I love when I get to use it for this, because this is just like a little teeny tiny thin tape runner, and it just hugs right up against the frame here. You don't need to worry about it showing up on the other side. I like to get the corners really good. Oops. You could get away with a regular tape runner or repositional, but I love when I get to use my mini because I just know it's gonna work just as good. So, and hug that corner, or hug that edge very well. So again, I'm gonna use my 13 by 13 mat a lot to do this because I'm lining things up quite a bit today. So we're gonna go ahead, and it helps that I have these squares on this paper. It's like a natural lineup for me. And there we go. Adhere on the base, 1/2 inch from all edges. That's what I did. If desired, you can add some doodling. I might add some doodling at the end. I'm gonna wait though and see if that's something I want to do. They did that on here. I don't know if you can see it, but little dots and little lines and all that. Just want to make sure I'm still on. My phone turned off. Oopsie. You can probably see my phone. I see my pin. Let's see. Sorry about that. Perfect. Looks like I'm still on. Perfect. All right. My internet's been iffy, so I just wanted to make double sure. All right. So I'm not going to doodle quite yet. So I'm going to jump down to step 4. Cut a red and white stripe piece from the border paper right here, 1 inch from the bottom, or from the border paper, sorry, from the bottom of the page. So for this part, I hadn't quite decided yet what I was gonna do. However, I am leaning towards, for these pieces, using, they have these really cute border stickers, trying to pull them out from my pile that formed over here, these really cute ones. Or I could punch a border out with the awesome Wave Crest Chain BMC. Okay, so I'm hoping I'm still on. It's hanging out. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, this is tough. I think I am gonna punch out a border because I do like these, but I am gonna also use the bubbles. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna need my border maker. And I'm going to insert this into my border maker body here, this little piece here. And actually, I'm going to move this over here so I can see a little better. So yes, I'm going to insert this into here like so. These edge pieces, or these tooth pieces, are going to come out. And it's just going to pop right in like that. And then you also need your piece like this, and I gotta decide what color I'm doing. What do I want to do? I have all these coordinating cardstocks over here. Let's see. This is 12. Is that a full 12? Yes. I think I'm going to use this blue because I think I'm going to need a little bit of that in here. So next what you're going to do is take your blue piece, or your whatever piece you're going to do. You're going to open up your gate like this. This is kind of your guide. And you're going to open up your lockdown piece. And you're going to slide that on in like so. Close it and then pull back your piece, your guide. And then you are literally going to just slide this down. You're going to see these teeth are going to lock right in like that. So like that. So, and then you're going to feel it move and lock like so. Sorry, I still have a good place for this. I'm also doing real filming, so I'm trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. Okay. And there's our border piece for our first one. Yay! And then to take it out, you just push this little button right here, shake it a little bit, and it'll come right out. So there we go. I'm gonna move this again. Okay, and then you just take your paper out, and I can put it all away because I'm done with it, I think. Okay, do a little cleanup. All right. Let's set my paper aside. Okay, so this is going to be kind of our first layer in this set here. And this is also about 1/4 inch of this white piece. And for this, you're actually going to want to use repositional tape runner. The regular is going to show up through it. You could use regular, but you would have to be very tedious and like just tap pieces on, and that's going to take you a long time, okay? So I love repositional for this reason. Okay, because it only gets on the paper. It doesn't go through, especially if you use a silicone mat, and it rubs right off if you are just doing it on a surface. And I'm just going to line this right up like so. Look at that. Love it. All right. And then cut a piece of plaid designer paper, step 5, to 12 by 2.5. And that is this bigger piece that they're putting up here. So for that, I am going to be crazy with my bubble scallop edge here. And you guys are going to love this. I did this as well for my Scrappy Camp group. And I showed them many other tips as well. So trust me, they got lots of ideas. And this is one of the things I showed them as well. So I am going to get a piece of, what color do I want to use? Do I want to use Island Waters? I'm trying to decide what color to go with here. I have so many options. I'm between Island Waters and Dark Sea Green. So what I'm doing is something like this. So this is just as an edge, but you flip it around and do the other edge, and it looks like really cool bubbles. And this is something I'm loving right now, so I'm doing it everywhere I can. I think I'm going to use Dark Sea Green because I feel like it goes with that inner tube a little better. So what you're going to do, I'm going to try it this way. In my Scrappy Camp video, I did it by doing the edge first and then cutting it. I'm going to do like a 2 1/4 inch strip. I think that's what I want to do. Okay, by 12. All right. And I'm going to pull this back up because I'm also filming this for a reel. And what you're going to do is take your punch. Sorry, I got to rotate this so you're going to see my phone here for a moment. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm also filming for a reel. All right, and then you're going to insert into this. You're just going to punch like you normally would a border maker. If you've never used a border punch, you literally just punch it and then you slide it down and line it up on the blue part on the edge there, okay? So it's a little dark on the side of it, so I'm just trying to see better. And I'm going to keep sliding down. I'll go the other way next time. Just going to keep going right down the line, lining it back up on that blue. You're going to fill the blue in, pretty much is what I tell people. So I love these because they're standalone. You don't need the system for them. You get all of these little bubbles you can use too. However, I'm going to clean those off. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get it out again and you're going to flip it this way and you're going to reinsert it. So I'm going to go this way so you guys can hopefully see a little better. I'm just going to punch and keep going down. Oh, I did it the wrong way again. For crying out loud. Okay, let's go this way. I'm just so used to doing it that way. Okay. And you're going to line it up. It's a little lighter on that side. And I am actually... punch. Keep sliding and punching. Like I said, you're filling in that blue design with your paper. It might be hard to see because the other color is very similar to all your bubbles line up. And this is with any other border, border punch you do this with. To do this, you're going to want an edge border punch for that. So, and there you go. Look at that. How cool is that? So fun. Just gonna get my B-roll here. So cool. I love it. Clean up my dots here. All right. So that's pretty cool. When I saw examples of this, like when they're doing the marketing for this, I saw someone had done this kind of like this on a page, and I was like, that looks like, you know, when you have a glass of Coke and the bubbles are running up the edge of the glass, it reminded me of that. So I like it for that reason. So I'm just going to adhere this just above my wave, and actually the next piece here, I think that's to cover seams. Mine's going to be a little different because I already have edges. However, for that center one, I'm going to use one of these. I think I'm going to use a wood pool edge. And I am just going to put this just above this piece. So I'm jumping to step 6, I believe. Okay. And then again, I'm going to need my silicone mat and my repositional tape runner because there's a lot of holes in this. And I don't know how you would do this without a, oops, did I run out? I ran out. I don't know how you would do this without a repositional tape runner because you'd have to get a glue pen and go between all those. Sorry, I need to grab one. I'm running out of repositional tape runner. Wow, sure. Don't order some. I gotta stay in tape runner. All right, and then you just, you know, to change it, you just pull it out of the box, put it in your case, close it up, and you're back in business. So easy. And all the cases are the same. They're just different colors, so they all work the same. In case you're wondering. You want to get this pretty good, especially on the edges. So throw it up there. I'm gonna go this way, I think. And I just want it to barely touch my brown. It's gonna go overlap in a few places, but not so much it's gonna be crazy looking. So there we go, there's my borders. I love that so much. I think that is so cool. Just very neat looking. So pardon me while I film up. All right. So there's that step. We did a step, excuse me. Let's see. We did step 4 and 5. Oh no, 5. Oh yes, and then white stars was 6. Okay, so they did their white star paper. And this is a large firework embellishment. So that's what's going here. And I'm looking at my photos and I tell people, when in doubt, look at your photos because that's going to tell you what you need there. You want your photos to pop first and foremost, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and get my cute stickers here and my embellishments. There's actually a really cute one there. Pull these out. And I'm one of the most indecisive people you'll ever meet. But I always say go back to the photos and it'll be clear, right? Oh, there's some cute things in here. Let's see what's in here. So obviously we're going to do some kind of embellishment and title per the instructions here. Oops, I just pulled everything out, didn't mean to. Look at these fun lanterns. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to use them here, but they're so cute. Oh no! Don't want to stick to photos. And then we have some more in here. Check these out too. I might as well just pull them all out. Why not? Hold on, I want to pull up my live again to make sure you're still with me. Okay. And then we also have these cute ones. Like I said, I'm just pulling them all out so I can show them. Got my embellishment tray here. I can put them in. These lanterns and that black swan. Pool vibes. That's cute. I'm going to have to use that. That's cute. Journal boxes. This is super cute. I could do something with that maybe. Poolside Paradise. This is fun. I like that. Good colors for this one or this one. I feel like it needs to be some kind of blue. This reminds me of Mexico. Love those. Dive into the party. How cute. Oh, okay. This might be the winner here. I love these. One of these might work. So I'm kind of just doing an embellishment, I believe, because they're so cute. This one feels very small for what it is, though. Let's see. Could just use it. I think that's cute. I love it. And then I could put these little bubble stickers around it. Look at that. So fun. Okay, that's the winner right there. Gonna do that. Okay. So on here, let's see. Half an inch from the top of it. Okay, so I could put this on here now. probably should, because that's probably the next step, is put your photos down. Set this to the side for a moment. I don't need this till, I might not even go with that one, I'm not sure yet. Again, I'm probably going to want to use my repositional on this. And you're going to want it about, it said about an inch from the top of this. So, thinking about right there. Sure. And then we're going to cut 2 mats. Let's see. Cranberry. Okay, so 2 of each. So one's a bigger one. We're double matting. You know how I feel about matting in general. It's just so much work. Okay. I feel like I need to go a different color with these. What do we have? What do we have? See, this is super cute too. Oh my goodness, I love that. I want to use this as a mat though. Oh gosh. I have a hard time letting go of paper. It's terrible. This would be cute as mats too. You guys, there are so many good options in this. It's horrible. I mean, it's great, but it's horrible at the same time. It makes my indecisiveness so much worse. I have this that I punched a title off on one time with my Cricut. Sometimes I can get away with covering it. Don't think I'm going to be able to with this. Ooh, maybe. But I don't know if I want to do light blue. It blends right in. So, I also have, where'd it go? The one blue. I had this blue. And then I also have a very old, not very old, an older CM paper. This was like lake water or something, but I don't like that. Okay, so again, my indecisiveness is gonna come into play. I could use pink because they have like pink swimsuits on. Hold on a moment here. Let's see what I got for pink. I don't use pink often, so when I get to, I get pretty excited. Let's see, these are probably older CM papers just because I don't use pink a whole lot. That's kind of cute. What else do we got? I used to have like a more vibrant pink. It might be up in my other papers there. Let's see what I got for neon-y pink. Just a moment, please. Please hold. So I have this. Ooh, that might be the winner. Okay, this was one they sold out of a while back called Poolside Pink, and it's like a neon-y pink that went with a certain collection for a while. And I have not had a chance to use it yet. Oh, hot tip too, when you're opening your cardstock, use your scissors on the, obviously the cardboard side so you don't ruin your paper. A lot of people try to do it along the edge like this, and I get why you want to have easy access. But it's just as easy going that way, and you're not going to ruin the edge of your cardstock. So hot tip there. I want one of these. There we go. That's going to look really cool. And that's going to be my bottom map, or my map just below the picture, I think. I feel like I need to use probably the Island Waters since we're going on top of that. Okay. Oh my goodness, I have a lot on my desk right now, y'all. I gotta move some things. I'm trying to work as tediously or as efficiently as possible for you. All right. So going back to my sizes. Cut 2 at 6 1/4 by 4 1/4 of cranberry. So this is going to be the one right directly underneath our photos, which I think I want the pink directly underneath. I don't want too much of the pink, but I want enough. You know what I mean? So 4 1/4. Ooh, I should probably go. It's gonna be hard because 6 1/4 is gonna be a little bigger than half. Okay, so we're just gonna do this. And 4 1/4 this way. And 4 1/4 this way. All right, and then I might as well just do our other piece over here. And then our other piece is going to be 4 1/2 by 6 1/2, which makes total sense. So 6 1/2. Get off this little strip here. Throw out my scrap pile over there. By 4 1/2. I'm second guessing. Do I just want to use regular blue for this? Okay, we'll see how it looks. And it's not the end of our life. I can always reuse those later as mats. just looking at it, and I'm like, maybe it's gonna blend in with, I was gonna use Island Waters, wasn't I? I think I was actually. So I'm like, it's gonna blend in with that. Why did I pick that color? Okay, y'all, it's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. If I don't say that at least once a video, you know something about the 4.5. I'm just showing you how to do it twice. Okay, so you just want 2 of these. I just did the wrong color because I wasn't thinking. Okay, there we go. And this is a scrap. All right, we're making it. It's fine. Look at that. I love how it pops. Okay. The pink's a little wild, but it's gonna be all right. Just because our swimsuits demand pink in my head. Okay. So we're gonna mat right on top of our smaller pieces. Centering is such an issue for me. And then we're gonna put these on top of here. Let me make sure I'm okay with that. I think it's fine. See, I'm really second guessing that bottom piece. Kind of like that blue more. All right, y'all, we're gonna cut yet another set of mats. I don't know if this will be big enough or not. We will see. I just don't like it. I don't like it with the pink. Okay. So, 6 1/4. 4. I don't think it's gonna be enough for 2. Maybe another sheet of this. Man, y'all. This is hard. 6 1/2. So, 4 1/2. We're gonna see. 4 1/2. Oh, just barely. We're gonna make it work because I don't want to use a whole nother sheet. I probably won't even notice it once it's on there. They actually look fairly even to me, so. Oh, maybe not. You guys. It's fine. I'm gonna put this one on the bottom though. Actually, I want this one on the bottom. Y'all just keep praying for me, okay? Okay. That one's a little smaller because I had like a minuscule piece. And I was like, I don't want to get a whole new sheet for this. So this is actually, I should do the top one first because I don't know how far down that one needs to go. I do like this blue way more though. So I'm happy with my final choice, even though it took me a few cuts to get there. Oh goodness, y'all. Some of y'all are just sitting there going, bless your heart. And I know what that means. Okay. How far do I want this? I don't want it like super even with that. I think I want it there. Perfect. I like that. Kind of right along that brown. Okay, so now we have that done. Took the heart flag sticker above the word to. Oh, okay. I skipped. So now we're just gonna title. And obviously I had these I was checking out. I don't think I like that one anymore. It's too small. This one's kind of fun because it's big and vibrant. But I think what I'm gonna do is check out my stickers. Sun, swim, repeat. That's kind of what they were doing. So, heat wave and pool days. Super cute. This was actually on the 4th of July, but we have so many other 4th of July pictures and pages. We're going to be just fine on it. So I don't need to do a 4th of July theme here. Kind of like the heat wave and pool days. It kind of has a pop to it. Just reading all the different things. I think I like this one. That one's really cute. And it's big enough to kind of fill the space there. And when in doubt, I always go back to the instructions. I'm like, oh, okay, they kind of centered it into their picture even. Cute, 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 cute. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some of these bubbles around because those are fun. There's like little splashes that are cool. Go like that. I I don't want to use up all my splashes. Put one in there, perhaps. Maybe. Now that I look at it, I don't really like it. One more something right here. So you can kind of go like that. It says I can tuck something kind of underneath. Let's see what we got here. Could do like a couple of these maybe, just to build it up a little bit. That's cute. I like it. So fun. All right. And then journaling strips. Okay, so the next part, you can add some write-on strips over here. They say cut to cardstock, but these write-on strips would be perfect for that as well. If you want to journal over here, I don't know if I need to journal in here because I have a whole other page, but that is an option for that. And then what you could do as well is go through and keep embellishing with what you have. So obviously these little floats are cute. Might have to get some towel action there. Let's see. Put those there. That little inner tube is super cute, but I don't want to take away from other parts of this. Make a splash, dive in. Diamond's cute. Let's do diamond. Right here. Super fun. All right. So with that, and then from there you just kind of embellish however you want. You can journal. But look at that. It's so cute. I think that turned out really nice. So that is yet another fun pool page. I think this collection is fabulous and definitely worth it. If you don't have it, get the buy it all. Well, the buy it all bundle's gone because the project playbook sold out. Oh, I forgot I had the mats too. But you still can get all the elements of this. They're really popular, so just keep note of that. But you can get this really cool punch. You can get the border punch. All this is part of this collection, and they're all so much fun. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful for you, and I would love to see what you do. So have a great rest of your day, y'all. Take care.